Hello heroes and heroines, champions of good and also evil. Welcome back to Pathfinder, Kingmaker and the hidden, the secret, the true and the truly romantic ending. And we are rather close, I believe, to the real finale. But who knows what's waiting. But in the last episode we destroyed this barrier by using the pieces of the cup that contained the grains of all the destroyed kingdoms. And by saying this, I just thought that it might be a good idea to tell again everything that happened before, because some of you might not know it and don't want to play the game because you don't have the time, or it's maybe not your game, you know, not your thing, this isometric thing. It's a matter of taste, of course, but you still want to enjoy and share in the story, and that is why I decided to make another video. I will do it after this fight, and there I will summarize what has happened in the game, and then I'll go through the quests, yeah, but just briefly, so you have an overview. I think that's maybe a good idea. So, but now I've buffed everybody to the maximum. It's basically all we've got, and some of the stuff is already, you know, it's fading already, but we have like, I think like good 2 minutes of peak performance, and let's see what we can do with it. It took me like an hour, so also, you know, that is a thing you need to know about this game. It takes a while. I mean, it's fun, but it takes time, yeah. And that's, of course, like artificially. Increasing the game time as well. So, something here? No. Let's get to our throne room. Whoever's in there. Feasting on our stuff. Rampaging through our wine cellar. Sitting on our throne. We will throw them out. What's going on here? Looks run down, no wonder if we are not managing it.
I'm restless. They will not expect my strength.
Okay, let's be all invisible except for Gonga. Aha! Ah, there's someone sitting there. Your footsteps echo from the ceiling of the ravaged throne room. The sound attracts the attention of old Remus, slouching on the steps of the throne. He looks up, shakes his head slightly as if displeased, but keeps silent. Nothing betrays the mask of a deity in this hunched man. I think we met him in the beginning, but I don't really remember. Ah, Narissa.
Greetings, eldest. Do you hear the distant thunder? The time has come. The time to settle everything once and for all.
Very nice, Narissa. I see you are determined.
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Well, it's about time, Lantern King.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses! Enemy approaching.
Let's see about that. Okay, so let's focus on him. Oh, 5 seconds. So by the way, you notice Amiri is of legendary size, and the Gonga is also very big. And we ourselves, the king, are truly magnificent and frightful. I didn't know that the spell, because I think I didn't. Did I use it before? I don't remember. But it also increases the size. So that, and it doesn't, contrary to the other sizing up spells, it doesn't reduce your dexterity and stuff. So that's really convenient.
This should do it.
So I guess there's no point in casting any spells on these guys, because they have 17 fortitude or 18 will. So this guy, the form of Monk Fey, chaotic neutral, what can he do? Ah yeah, so we made a good roll, by the way, because usually it's not automatic that you see everything. I'm not entirely certain what actually is behind it, like the world. Was it? Is the lore nature or lore knowledge world or something? But someone in the party knows about it. So let's smash him. I'm not sure if these guys are actually vanishing if we defeat him. But let's see. We'll just cast something. So Christian, you can actually start summoning these guys. Let's do it there. So I mean, it's obvious that this is not, there will something more will happen. Yeah, I guess we can just shoot him, huh? I mean, he's a level 20 monk. Okay, he's got AC 50. Sorry if I have to check. 63, so okay, so the chances, there was a minus. Yeah, -2 rapid shot and size. Yeah, okay, so no, we do have a size debuff. So these guys, yeah, he's just by 1 second, so let's here. So actually he can run up a bit and then maybe cast something interesting. Come on. So now I would love to be able to make a turn, like a 360-degree turn, because sometimes now with the mouse cursor I can't go like here. She should just make a step here, I can't do it. Yeah. It's less than ideal. Okay, so I forgot to cast that one with her, but doesn't matter. So these guys are just showing up. But she's got 5 seconds, so it's no use. So, but she can shoot him.
Consider me provoked.
And Jubilos as well. Or actually, yeah. I mean, that's actually probably idiotic. So rather, why aren't these spells active? Or did I forget something? No. We should have cast that one. Yeah, but doesn't matter now. Now we are in. We forgot it. Jubilos with all his intellect. The, otherworldly intellect of 40. We forgot about these trivial matters, right? So then, let's throw this one. And let's make an auto attack. Although it's just 6%, so Gonga can actually maybe run up there, and then Amiri will run forward. So our king will run like this. So I now can actually Ah, yeah, okay, no, you have to do it. Ah, sorry, guys. So yeah, you take him. So you, now you can cast the Cone of Cold. Where is it? Where is it? There? Or do we have an ability? No. So like this. Any chance? Ah yeah, like this. So let's go there. Miri, 1 more second. We can do it immediately. We can release the spell immediately. Come on, release. No, she ran in. Well, okay. So Nerissa, now show that you are also a grand hero. Ray of Annihilation. It on. Ah no, that guy cast it, huh? So let's do it on him. Whoosh. She can actually maybe summon someone. Axiomites. Like here on the flank. Christian is still occupied with that spell. He's throwing bombs. She's already smashing in. So smash him. Smash him. Very nice. 57. Ah, but Amiri. Yeah, okay, that's good. So his AC should be reduced, but it never shows here. But I want to do it 1 turn and then she's going for another weapon.
Let's see what your entrails look like.
Very good. Builder Raven. Alright, Nerissa. It's just thinking, yeah. But this is not a time just to stand or sit somewhere and be pretty and look pretty. So. Ah yeah, so she's doing the next Ray of Annihilation. So the monk. Oh, he's doing a Doomsday, whatever that is. So, we're gonna flank him a bit more. Maybe actually... Oh no, actually I wanna hold back the spells a bit. Although maybe it's a good idea to cast some friends. Some more axiomites. So like here maybe. Because I guess... I mean, he's obviously not in his Lantern King form, so... Ah, 2 are down. Or did you do that, my dear? My love? Actually, well, if I'm the spring, so then you are also my spring, actually. Like my Valentine. Oh yeah, there you are, guys. Very good. So... time to go Angel. Angelic Angel. Very good, very good. So Amiri, I guess. Very good. These guys. He's casting that one. Axiomites, very good. So he... Now it's getting crowded. But still, I think... So this one is the most potent person. So let's do it like there. Because the summoning spells also take a lot of time. Ah, that's it. Okay, so she doesn't have more. But that's fine, so let's cast this one. And we are... Is it... It's 7. Okay, so I'm not using this one. Not empower. Do we have greater extent? That's good. So let's cast the firebrand. And this way, everybody gets in. Even all our guys who are... Except for Smilodon. Who are in the circle. So... No, don't go there, Smilodon. So that's what I'm talking about. So we can't get him in the circle, and I don't want him to get any... Yeah, well, maybe he has some more time, so it's taking her now. Yeah, then he doesn't get the spell. Doesn't matter. So... She's making some kind of opportunity. Ah yeah, very nice, so... Oh, what happened? Juby lost all his spells. Oh, everybody lost all their spells. So 1 hour of game time. Just vanished like that. Okay, time to take out the big sword. Very good. There you go. Ah yeah, so they are... Ah, did we just lose the spell as well? The Axiomite. Oh yeah, is he gone? Oh no, oh no, oh no. That spell is... I don't know. Okay, we didn't lose the spell. So let's put him here. Or maybe on that flank. Oh no, actually like here. Because the Axiomite seems to cast some kind of aura right in the beginning. So that's the Lantern King. Sorry, misclicked. Now he's a bard, level 30. Aha. He's just AC 41. But I guess we should still try to reduce the AC a bit. Are there 2 Lantern Kings? Ah, there's a fighter. Ah! Fighters. Okay. But the Bard, I guess he will do some nasty... they are all fighters. Let's kill the Bard first. Whoops. So we lost everything, huh? Everybody lost everything. Even back here. Okay then. So, then he is casting... Can we cast this one on Arissa? That thing is moving. Okay, so let's cast it on Jubilost then, so everybody is in there. Except for poor Smilodon. It's Amiri. And actually, let's do it like this then. On Rugonga. And you guys, you just run forward as well. So, you cannot cast the spell again. Dominate monster. So let's... Ah, and now we all our elemental protection is gone as well. Ah well. Let's just kill him. So you... I want you to... Where's the guy? See? Where's he? It's a fighter. Another fighter. See, he went invisible or something. It's just so like this. So now Tristan, now it's your time to finally summon the Gael Asata. Let's put him there. So and now, and I think now it's time for Gonga to use this precious new Greater Quicken magic rod, and then this way. Although it's just, well, it's a bit a waste on him, but I think for him it's useful. Yeah, he's got nothing left, huh? So let's do this one himself. Oh, it's a waste. It's just such a waste. No, let's not do it. No, you need to attack. Oh, sorry. We're not wasting this. Did he just... Ah, he showed up there. Okay. So Gonga, you need to stay there then. Just stay there. And Amiri is running back. And Tristan, you actually put him there then. Or like here. There, huh? So Octavia, now you can do some magic. Let's do the Grandmaster's Rod. And with that, the guy didn't have any immunities, no, which is good. So let's put a disintegrate on him, because she's specialized on rays. Yeah, it's a ray. A thin green ray springs from your hands.
Primitives.
Because I think there was a lesser quicken. This one? No, it's maximize. This one? No, they are all ones. Okay, good. Good. Who has it? Extend. It's normal extend. Ah yeah, there it is. Okay, so... And actually, yeah. So you give this one to Gonga, the lesser quicken. And you give this one to the inventory. Doesn't make sense, of course, that he could actually do the stuff with the inventory so quickly, but whatever. So and you've got the Grandmaster thing going. Although, yeah, well. Now you attack him. Ah, these guys are archers. Okay, so you go there, so you get attacks of opportunity. She really just smashes him, and you also just smash him. I don't know, maybe this seems to be the main guy. Oh, she missed. Okay then. So let's not waste it at this point. But she might... Greater Empower Rod. I mean, he only has 41 AC. Okay, or should I? Can only use one. This one is a key shout. Yeah, so he's throwing bombs. They are slashing and smashing up there. Vonda. He's supposed to cast, but isn't casting. Come on, cast it on yourself. Or is he some kind of confused? No, he's not. Okay, so that's great. We've got 3 minutes of haste now. We are making a special sneak attack. And we are using the Umbral Strike. A bolt of dark energy. Narissa looks confused, but she isn't. Christian didn't get the haste. Ah, both of them. Oh. Huh? But I think I did it on...
This won't kill me.
What happened? Or someone of our guys. Okay, let's get out of there then.
Alright.
Oh, they are already done.
I always survive.
Okay, so...
Survive. I'll survive.
Ah, they are slaughtering her, huh? Okay, so you just cast very quickly. Should we make a mass heal? Yeah, let's do it. So everybody... Ah, he's already dead. So these guys are pretty tough, huh? He's dazed. But just 170, and also the AC is not such enormous. So enormous. Okay. Did you miss again? No, you didn't. So, but let's use the Grandmaster Rod again, and now you need to hit him with the disintegrate. Oh, he's shooting now, or what? Ah. Oh no, it's a bad idea now. Because of the mirror images. So then let's just shoot him. Just shoot him. Don't do this. We need to get rid of the mirror images first. You also just shoot him.
This will hurt.
Oh, he's summoning someone. Oh, he's holding monster. the axiomites. Oh yeah, and here the Gael. So he's got a flaming two-handed sword. So can you finally get rid of one at least? Oh yeah, one of them is down. Yeah, okay. Oh, they are all dead. Oh no. Okay, so let's try it again. And I think by talking in the beginning, that's why I was distracted, because my plan was to cast 1 or 2 more spells while running up to the front gate. But it seems to be a special. It seems to be a very special dispel attack.
Why am I thinking?
Because everything was gone, and usually the even a greater dispel starts with the highest ranking spell, so it should like neutralize like half of the stuff or something. That's why I also cast so much stuff on them. So they yeah, so they would have at least some buffs even after one dispel magic. So okay. Did he have anything that we can use? Yeah, no, we are actually completely buffed with all this stuff.
Where to now?
He shouldn't need anything else as well. I've got this one for 1 minute, that's fine. But he could cast some invisibility. No, he's also already got it. Greater invisibility. Ah, but not her. Ah yeah, okay, great. So Gonga can cast this one on Octavia. She doesn't need anything. And he actually has cast everything as well.
You can count on me.
Ah yeah.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Ready and willing.
So she can cast Sense Vitals. I mean, it would be wiser to use this one like with the girdle, but we can't take on the girdle in the fight, and oh, you really lost has it, so it's fine. So Bomber Eye now is for 3 minutes, that's fine.
Skills are getting rusty.
Let's get the girdle on again. She's got Sense Vitals, that's good. So now we run further, get the whole round. So we are there, it's fine. Pause again and
Here.
well, now would be a good time to make this one with the girdle, but anyway, so anything else we could do that's useful? Nah, actually not. So, ah yeah, so this one actually is a 7. The Firebrand. So we need a greater extend magic rod. Okay, so this is the thing. So ah yeah, that's what I had planned actually. So so and then you can maybe resist magic on someone. Increasing spell resistance. So I didn't have time. Yeah. To cast everything on them. But I guess it doesn't matter. And this way we can try out if actually this dispel is affecting him. Because if it is not, then it might be useful to cast this one before the fight as well. No, not ready? Come on. There you go. Let's get in. Yeah, well, we don't want stuff to lie around. And it's got just grass. The Lantern King, okay, so.
A reckoning is at hand. They will not expect my
Outdoor adventures are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the hair.
Share your troubles.
Okay, I'm not reading it again.
Words.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
No.
Time's not waiting.
together. We are
The time of defeat is coming for you.
Done with waiting.
So actually, yeah, everybody can go on that guy.
I am prepared. This should do it. Confide in me.
But I think it's a good idea to cast this one there.
I won't let you down.
That's good to hear, dear. And maybe, actually, does anything? No. Because we do have delay poison, and I think it might be a good idea to cast Stinking Cloud. Although then our fire elementals will probably choke on it as well. Yeah, but let's do it.
Quiet.
So now he,
Thinking. A clever ploy.
a clever ploy. Yeah, thanks for noticing. Very good. Just smash him. So these Wilderraven. You can shoot him as well at this point. And she can vanish him as well, so which gives us sneak damage. Oh yeah, and let's use the quivers. She doesn't have one. But someone has. Oh yeah, but he doesn't shoot. Okay, so we do have another quiver of very special stuff. The Rose's Thorns. Let's use that one. That's the Grandmaster's Rod, the Greater Empower Rod, Greater Extent. We don't need that one right now. Open your eyes there. So, and now you are shooting at him as
This is
well.
for you!
Very good. Oh yeah, he's nearly done. That's very nice. So you can also shoot. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh! Ah, so but that came from him.
Maybe you like my challenge better?
Nah, it was something he cast. Okay, so then everybody again focus on the guy. That's the Lantern King, right? Is it that one? No. Where is he? Did he just teleport somewhere where I can't see him? Oh, here, there. That's the one. Okay.
A calculated risk.
Everybody, come on, smash him. Yeah, you just shoot him. Oh yeah. Oh, that was Narissa, huh? Oh, he's there. Oh yeah, very good. So that's the right one, right? Bard, yes. Okay, so kill him off quickly. Amiri. Where is Ronga? Oh yeah. So he's still invisible, that's why we have trouble seeing him as well. So that's good. So his AC should be reduced. Very good. Maybe you can also disrupt his spell. Ah, and he's darting around. So kill him. Oh no. Ah, that was a sunburst. Okay, but he didn't. Ah, very nice. He's gone. Ah, but the others stayed or what? Ah, yeah, no, they went together with
the time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Well, finally. So, and now I guess we can start Fighter and Fae. Ah. Now, so he looks like the Horned Hunter now, huh? With hooves. So what are these? Oh, Wild Monarchs. So the Wild Monarch might need to go, because that one is also summoning stuff. So now we are casting spells. Oh, by the way, sorry. Just need to check. They should be... Oh, he's 29, so it's a very tough one. Electricity, yeah, but not cold. So electricity is okay. Him. And he's got just 24 spell resistance. That's fine. Okay, so let's cast... this one on the Wild Monarch. She also, let's empower it with something. Grandmaster Rod is maybe too much. Empower is also... oh, let's do that. 6. And you go finally in your angel form, please. You're already throwing at him, that's good. Amiri. First this Monarch.
Tear them apart!
And then how can you actually... ah yeah. So like this. 4.5. And start raging, please. And you, buddy? Ah, you are quick to smash and slash. Okay, Tristan is the only one. So the large elemental, that's fine. Ah yeah, so maybe now it's the time for the axiomat. That's good. Gale Asata, so he's probably running around then. So let's cast him here. I'm not entirely certain what the Gale Asata is actually casting otherwise. Like offensive spells. Very good. Now you can Ah, it's a frigate touch, so this one. That's the shocking grasp. And then you can do a 2-weapon fighting style with it. That's fine. So let's do that. And also maybe, do we have some quicken? Ah, yeah. So actually, that's the thing. Let's use the lesser quicken. Who's got it? Did she? Ah, yeah. This one, that's great. Shocking grasp, and then just smash him. So, and Amiri getting started. Ah, yeah, Smilodon can also attack. Ah, there is someone in the way. So you just run there then. No, doesn't want to. Oh, the big fire elementals are coming up, but now everybody's blocking their way. Oh yes, they are. What are they? Oh, they're just materializing. Okay. Ah, yeah, very nice. So that one worked, but only a little bit. 18 points, but every little bit helps. Let's cast this one on him. Actually have something to some extent. We delete that. He's still throwing, that's good. Stinking Cloud doesn't seem to affect them. Amiri 1.7 seconds. What is the Smilodon doing? Oh, he's blinded, but he's not confused or anything. So Smilo, what are you doing? Can you rush at someone? You can't find the way, so then you just... Oh, now he can't run at that one. Ah, but at the scout, okay, then run there and then you are close. Very good. Still summoning. It's a huge fire elemental, okay. So it was basically like a portal, and every couple of turns elementals will come out. So Octavia. By the way, so the guy himself, does he have any... He's just the spell defense. Okay, that's good. So let's give him empowered. Now let's give him the maximized thing, and then this cold blast. So this one or there. So like that. Oh, she is... No, she's not paralyzed or anything. Oh, they have quick heal capabilities, okay. So, and where's Smilo? There you go. Now attack this guy, please. Oops. Fetch the one. Oh yeah, there we go. So he's calling these guys. So we need to get rid of him. And quickly. Kill him. Kill him before we are overwhelmed. Someone healed him, or did he heal himself? Ah, yeah, so... yeah, so this is... That's another good reason to kill him. The resonating word. Hear us. "17 seconds. Okay, good. So do we have anything that is nice against these guys? Well, I could do this prismatic spray, that would be cool, but it's always very messy because I can't control it, because the melee guys are always in the middle. So let's cast this one on the Monarch. Oh, did you do something? Lesser Quicken. Why aren't you doing it? You are supposed to take him with that. Okay, yeah, he can do it. Okay, yeah, that's good. Very good, very good. He's nearly done. Very, very good. Come on. And all these guys, yeah, they are vanishing. That's great. So, the front has collapsed. Let's get on with him. You also on him. It's good. These guys, our Asata. Ah, yeah, there he is. Ah, yeah, so he's also casting lightning, or is it a chain lightning? Is there? Very nice. But they have us in their flank. They are in our flank. So Jubilos, keep throwing. That was actually good. So don't eat that one. So this guy doesn't have so much of a... Yeah, but let's keep it. Let's shoot him. Let's just shoot him. So, because we still have a little bit invisibility left, and but he is still not in his angel form. So now, and he's going to fireball them with the... So I would like to cast this one. Now you can only... Would be good to do this one like freely. Ah, yeah, so like this with control. Ah, but we can't reach everybody. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So let's do like this. Oh, they are all. Yeah, well, then there. So with control, that works with control. It's good that I find that out like in the last battle of the game. Oh yeah. Ah, it was chain lightning, very nice. So, and by the way, in case you're asking yourself, in his angel form, his fire spells are maxed and empowered or something. Yeah, very nice. So, very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, he's nearly done. Very good. Oh, that was a second too late.
Enough.
As soon as the Horned Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King, in his true blazing form, appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is wrenched by fire. The games have ended. Time freezes like resin, trapping you and the eldest in amber light. And this light grows brighter. The rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly bearing your most intimate secrets, fears, and desires. Oh goodness. That is not good. That should stay secret. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the eldest, your curse. It is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound, a slow weapon crawling toward your heart. Oh goodness. As soon as the rays touch it, it begins to heat up and then burns with intolerable pain. Oh, oh, oh.
Time for masks is over. You risk challenging an eldest, and I accept the challenge. Fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are. In the thirst for adventures. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, your heart, your essence. Now, cursed king, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nerissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
Okay. And so we are bluffing now. That's actually not a very easy thing for us, but... And why do you imagine I told you the truth back then, eldest of mischief and lies? Perhaps you are the one who was fooled? One who can be fooled so easily has no power over words. Yes! A wave of pain comes crashing down upon you, but recedes quickly. You cannot tell whether you were protected by your words or something more. The essence of your soul. But the attack of the eldest was parried.
Let us continue. We both wear the crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
Yet again, you have little time to answer, and this answer is the only thing that can protect you from the eldest's next blow. Ah yeah, it's good to read your books. I know enough about divinity to say that you are no deity. Don't try to scare me, you don't possess that sort of power. Oh no.
You insult me with this. This! I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, never be able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength.
We'll see about that. Oh! That hurt. Having lost all support, you face the deity alone. Silence hangs heavy over the ruined throne room. I actually wanted to say that I have friends and can always lean on them, because that's also very true, but... I won't allow such evil to happen, and being what I am, I will retrieve what's been taken from me. The blinding light flashes away, frightened like a living creature. The blistering metal of the curse so cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. You stand before the eldest as before a blazing, living star. And he looks at you as if he's seeing you for the first time. Yes. See our true self.
Good. You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
What for Gorum?
I move unseen.
Okay. Good thing is we still have all our buffs, so let's light them up. Oh, I cannot control anybody. Okay. So do we have anything left? No. What can he do? 40 level Fae, 710, 48, which is decent but not incredible. Oh, he gets no critical hits. Fire and acid, but not electricity or cold. So let's do some stuff. Do we have something? Oh yeah, okay. So for a second I thought, oh yeah, greater quicken. That's nice. Let's cause some trouble. I mean, this one we will cast, but this one, the resonating word goes for 3 rounds, so let's do that one. Come on, smash. Did he kind of... So is he having it now? Oh yeah, very good. So it's this one. So let's cast Umbral Strike. All very quickly. Very good, very good. Umbral Strike. What is Epicopyrusis? Ecpyrusis. So it's maybe like some kind of... what's this? Oh, we won a game of words against the Lantern King. A sacred bonus. Very nice. Okay. So we already did the Umbral Strike. Or did we? Yes. Very good. So let's just spam him with this. But on the other hand, who knows what's coming? So let's not do this one, because I would rather use that one for the storm bolts in case. So let's do this one then. Would be nice to maximize it, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Oh. Total fire. Oh. Oh no, and we can't... Oh yeah, now we can control everybody. Okay, so, very good. Time for a mass heal, but maybe you get forward a little bit more. So like this. Everybody in there. Great. Gonga and Amiri both in there. Great. So you're on yourself like this. Right? Maybe a little bit more. Like this. Now. Do it, Tristan. Save everybody, like always. So. He's got the lesser quicken one. Yes, very good. Let's do another one of these. Amiri. I guess... Ah, what was it? Was it cold? Or what is acid? Acid and fire, okay. I think she hit him enough. Now it's time. So the... or maybe we should reduce his saving throws, huh? What is it? What does he have? 29, so he's got very high saving throws. So maybe let's just go for the damage. Oops. Like so. Bring it. Oh, fire is maybe not the best idea. Oh, by the way, sorry. I was so concentrated on other stuff. Let's check out. No, he doesn't have any active effects of himself. Maybe a choking bomb. Nah. Yeah, okay, so, but he can just throw the bombs. Octavia, my dearest. Grandmaster's Rod. Now it's time for another polar ray. I like the polar ray. So everybody's got something to do. Oh yeah, disintegrate, so this one. The disintegrated, oh yeah. 51, but only sneak damage. But that's still fine. Let's have some more of it. By the way, where's Nerissa? My lovely Nerissa. Oh, and Smilodon. Come, fetch.
The weak suffer. I endure.
Now, Tristan, it's time for the spell. Ah, Nerissa's there. Okay, so... Oh, he's just coming through. Now let's then just attack him. Come, Nerissa, Tristan. Come, another shocking grasp.
Tear them apart!
Yeah, with rage. That's good. Tristan. What happened to the spell? Did he lose it? Let's do it again then. Or maybe he's in his angel form, but the Lantern King... just got the... why is this one... Come. Oh! Ah yeah, very good. Oh, he's white. Yeah. What happened? Few have had the chance to see a star die. Spots of cold, lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Lantern King, growing, devouring, and with a dull moan, settling onto the ground in a cloud of coal-black dust. I guess one of the spells hit. Let's enjoy this for a second. Yes, very nice. Fireworks. You shouldn't have messed with us, with all our friends, with our strong kingdom, with love itself and forgiveness. For we are stronger than any deceit, lies, or anything. Or a Lantern King. But a moment later, right where the eldest's crown lay burning, another shining image is born. It grows glowing, turning into a familiar silhouette, wearing a crown. Oh, so you are immortal.
Defeat. What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing for 1,000 millennia.
Well, so you have been defeated before, huh?
But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know good, elegant, and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, it grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald, eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Valerian. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
No, we cannot be bored. Also, you are not a deity, even if you didn't believe me when I said it before. And you don't think for a second that I would work for you, huh? We are not working for you, for someone such as you.
This is not your hour, eldest. You've tormented us enough for your cruel entertainments.
Yes, well spoken, my love.
You seem so confident, Anderson. I'm intrigued. What is it that you and your chosen are planning to do with an immortal deity? What power do you have that I do not?
Haha. If you knew what we did in 1 hour that became 12. Yeah, not... Well, also talking. Narissa, it's time. Do just as we planned.
Look into the eyes of your lost image, Lantern King. Look at what you once were, and listen to my words.
Yes, listen to her.
You made me your puppet, but I have won my freedom. You stole the essence of my soul, but now it is returned. You cursed me, but I do not accept this curse. I reject the path you cut for me. I will not be what you would make me. I fear no punishment. I will not bow, and I will not turn back. I do not seek your forgiveness.
Exactly, and we also reject the path you cut for us. We will not be what you would make us. We fear no punishment, we will not bow, and we will not turn back. You cursed us, but we do not accept your curse. And we do not seek your forgiveness. 'Cause you are not our friend. Narissa stops, and with her last word, incredible, ice-cold silence falls upon the ravaged throne room. All sounds die, the air leaves your chest. Without a whisper, and even your heart beats quiet. Yet in this silence, something lives and flashes swiftly, the echo of Narissa's words, the echo of her desire to live, to love, and atone for what she's done. Yes, you will do that in the kingdom with all our subjects, and in my chambers. The echo rolls farther and farther from you, like a wave catching up the fragments of the cursed cup, sweeping away the shadows of the dead kingdoms. You cannot see it, but with all your being you feel the moment when that echo reaches the farthest boundaries of the kingdom, stops, and then rushes back. Giant snowball. The Lantern King senses a threat, but now it's beyond his power to change anything. He is the focus of the coming wave, and as it strikes, the silence cracks, exploding in 1,000 moans and sighs. The dust of destroyed kingdoms, the grief of dead souls, thousands of years of pointless destruction, a hopeless search for what was lost, in a heartbeat all crashing down upon the eldest, impaling his very being and tearing off his final mask. And for this brief moment we look into the abyss that hides behind the name Lantern King. And what is there? Light? Laughter? Bolts of lightning, or thoughts of an ancient mind, mighty and strange? We don't have the time to comprehend all we see, but we know one thing for sure: the Lantern King is cursed. The Lantern King is mortal. The punishment he heaped upon Narissa has returned to him and taken his precious immortality. It is our turn to speak. You will not bring your evil here, eldest. We will fight you for an eternity if we must, to protect what we cherish. 'Cause we are even more good than chaotic.
I feel the fire in these words. Hot and liberating. An eternity of sacrifice. Who would have thought?
This is all the Lantern King is able to say. We feel a heavy burden, invisible and ominous, lift from our shoulders and dash towards our enemy. An enemy who is now, after Narissa's words, mortal and vulnerable. Oh, yeah. Our curse falls upon the eldest like a gravestone. The power that was tearing our soul apart, along with the kingdom, now devours him, and faster than one could imagine. The light flashes out, The power fades. A moment later, all we see is a fiery crown tumbling to the ground and shattering with a piercing clink. With this final sound, the ground around us begins to tremble. Narissa rushes towards us and clenches our hand. There's no fear in the nymph's eyes, just hope and tenderness. Oh, you're so sweet. She is the first to realize what's happening. The city and the kingdom are returning to Golarion. Okay, let's hope in more than just one little piece. Oh. Oh.
That's how the story ended. The Lantern King vanished without a trace, and we never heard from him again. Nyrissa helped return the kingdom to Golarion and followed her beloved there. After celebrating the victory with great fanfare, everyone began work on restoration efforts. Nyrissa helped the king in every way possible, and she quickly came to be loved across the country. No one would have thought that this kind nymph was a former villain, so recently guilty of causing all those afflictions.
Oh, that's so nice to hear, and she's really lovely, I think. And look at this. Happy families, music, we've got lots of drink. He's very stylish with his 2 kegs. Very nice, very good celebrations all around our kingdom. And the band of heroes. Also, it's very nice to have a girlfriend who can fly and has butterfly wings.
Under the wise leadership of the king, the Stolen Lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroes' descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power.
Yes, rightly so. So, the rule of law only broken by our absolute kingly powers, yeah, as we are chaotic. That's all very nice. And speaking of descendants, yeah, we will work on that.
Just half a year after the war with the First World, Galt moved its troops to the southern border of the kingdom. Their attack was rebuffed. The enemy state's infantry retreated when the army's wizards brought down rains of fire and magical arrows on the heads of the flabbergasted enemy soldiers. Since then, Galt hasn't risked crossing any borders again, fearing cruel retaliation for further insolence.
That's good. Now they know their place. Also, it's very nice to hear Lindsay's voice. I just wanted to say it before. So she's speaking out of the book. It's very nice.
The king's subjects praise his generosity, while citizens of neighboring lands groan from crippling taxes. Citizens of the Stolen Lands have it pretty good. Truth be told, the treasury isn't always capable of paying the royal bills. And the throne room's adornments are clearly decaying. But sometimes you have to buy the people's love. Literally.
Okay, that's interesting to hear, but I'm very surprised because we have hundreds of thousands of gold pieces and building points, and our economy is totally thriving. It's crazy, running crazy hot actually in our kingdom, and Jubilost is a totally gifted treasurer. So I don't know where this is coming from. So we have to have a meeting soon, yeah, guys. We have, you know the phrase, yeah. It's the economy, stupid. So and that's I don't know what happened. So there must be some kind of corruption going on.
How do you turn the Stolen Lands, savage and unruly, into a stronghold of safety and stability? The king found an answer by creating a police state. There are always some who are unhappy with the excessive interference advisors have in the citizens' lives, of course, but their protests are easily overlooked.
What? Ah, yeah, okay, that's right, yeah. So we, well, like the police state, that sounded a bit weird, but we have a rapid reaction force of heroes. Yes, that's what we have. So, everybody knows it is. They take great risks if they are criminals and villains and evil doers. Yeah, so.
The king became a true patron of fine crafts. Over time, the castle treasury filled with wonderful gifts from the best masters in the area. Armor, weapons, even magical artifacts. And the collection is still growing.
Yes, indeed. And also they are worth a lot of money. So, speaking about these economic problems, yeah, so we've got thousands, hundreds of thousands of gold pieces in value in our treasury. I didn't even sell all the stuff.
The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, finally sparked the fires of civil war. Our troops lent aid to the forces of Restov, led by Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. After several bloody battles, House Sertova was forced to recognize Restov's independence. The victory came at a high price, but we have no more loyal ally than once more free Rostland. Kasil Eldori, who lost an arm during the war, became a permanent ambassador of Rostland at our court.
That's great. He's also a pretty good general, not as good as Rugonga, but I really cherish this this alliance we have with Jamandi, and without her we would never have become a baron in the first place. So it's only fitting that we became good friends and allies.
Amiri didn't remain leader of the Tiger Lords for long. Ruling was certainly not her calling. The years she spent with them were enough for them to regain their forces, though, and they recovered to be one of the best mercenary armies in the region again. They revere her as a great hero, even more than they once worshipped Armagh, and they respect our king, of course. He was a comrade in arms of the great Amiri, after all. Their tribe came to be loyal allies.
Excellent. More friends is always better. Yeah, so I do remember that we decided that she should be their chief. Yeah, that's good. So also they don't pillage our lands. That's very good. Stability, good warrior traditions, nice culture.
Pitax never regained its former stature. In their fight for power, both bandits and the relatively honest merchants lost all their strength, scaring away both customers and suppliers. Trade routes began moving through other cities. Pitax fell into decline, and the citizens quickly forgot all of Iravetti's atrocities, remembering his rule instead as a golden age for the region. Only Governor Carnevaril is happy. His poison is in pretty high demand in a boring city with no prospects.
Well, that is an outcome I didn't anticipate, and it's not so good. But like for everything else, the guild master of the Thieves Guild is a pretty good ally, and he could control the situation in Pitax. Yeah, but well, we need to write some more books and make some good propaganda, because we can't have it that Iravetti is remembered as being the golden age, yeah, like a symbol for a golden age. My goodness. So, Pitax is high on our to-do list.
There was no place for art in the new Pitax. Students and teachers from the academy were scattered to the winds. Some found a place in neighboring courts, while others set off to earn some coin in roadside taverns. A third group, harboring anger and resentment toward the king, began weaving revolutionary plots. The ruins of the Academy of the Arts still stand in the middle of the city, overrun with ivy, empty and unwanted.
What? Well, they could have come to our city, to the capital. That was the whole idea. And also, I never gave any orders like that. No, that's actually kind of weird. Well, but you see, like in a chaotic kingdom, things can go unexpected ways.
Trolls and kobolds, two of the most savage native peoples living in the Gnarl Marches, were completely exterminated in the region.
Oh.
The forest paths became much safer, and the peasants' cattle have stopped going missing.
Well, the latter sounds good, but I never intended to exterminate anybody. They were just supposed to stay in certain areas, yeah. And that was actually the deal, yeah. So they are subjects in the kingdom, and we even have a kobold quarter in the capital. So I don't know where this is coming from. But again, it's probably the chaotic aspect of the kingdom.
After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So we invested a lot into Varnhold, and the Mega is a good guy, so like to see Melina as well, but that is probably for another time.
Magar Varn and his beloved, after distinguishing themselves in the battle for the kingdom, soon celebrated their wedding.
Oh, that's nice to
Half
hear.
the capital was invited, but they weren't ready to settle down, and have already set off with another party of mercenaries. They've come to the aid of our kingdom on multiple occasions, but they're famous for their adventures in the most dangerous regions of Golarion, protecting peaceful towns from the undead and monsters.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And Melina is a really good Falcata fencer. Yeah, so. But still, you know, why are they saying there's trouble in our kingdom? I thought everything is very stable. Why is it all so chaotic?
Agay, the Spriggan leader, learned a valuable lesson after surviving his meeting with the king and even regaining his tribe's home. Don't try to occupy seemingly empty settlements anymore. Instead, the Spriggans settled across Dunsword's wild borderlands and proclaimed it as their domain. Keeping the peace in a situation like that seems like the stuff of dreams, as evidenced by the occasional lost patrols in Stolen Cattle.
Why is no one taking care of this? They were to settle a certain region, yeah, and they do have some autonomy, but they are subjects of the kingdom. So again, it's all very chaotic here. Is it the king's fault?
Mites led by the warrior Queen Bada'a keep causing trouble in the vicinity of the old sycamore. They scare the fishers, hold centipede races, and drag anything they find lying about back to their caves. Clothes left out to dry, dog kennels, even anvils. When the king visits them, they seem to calm down, for about a day, sometimes even 2.
Well, okay, at least things are interesting, right? And the mites are funny.
Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town chief. Making sure her sister was safe, the former bandit Kressel traveled south. Her trail went cold somewhere in Absalom's docks. They say she changed her name again, and now serves on a trade ship, hiding from old acquaintances.
Yeah, it's good to make friends instead of killing off everybody. Yeah, and I'm glad that, in the north of our kingdom, things are thriving. So, but I think, being a very adventurous and chaotic king is also all a very good base of operations. Yeah, so there are things happening and heroes can do good deeds.
Jod
It's not
remained
boring.
loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastil's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples.
Oh, that's sweet. But I think those were long and happy years, yeah?
Tisana, Lamashtu's priestess, didn't remain in the king's service for long. One night, she just disappeared from the castle and set off for the kingdom's borders. preaching to anyone who would listen, and granting the needy the blessing of the Mother of Monsters.
I have to admit that I'm not entirely unhappy that she's going somewhere else, but she's always welcome, as long as she doesn't want to sacrifice anybody.
Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent adolescent. Having maimed the peer at just 10 years of age, the boy escaped to the Gnarl Marches, fleeing the rage of a mob that tore his mother to pieces instead. No one knows what happened to the lad, but legends of Lamashtu's child, who sometimes kills lost travelers and sometimes leads them to safety, are passed on by word of mouth throughout the area.
Well, okay, you can't foresee such a thing, but I think we did the right thing and the good thing. But yeah, maybe the village this child grew up in, the village probably didn't do such a good job in educating this child. Because as you know, this saying, it takes a whole village to educate a child, yeah? So that's the thing.
Breinhardt became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darwin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something.
Oh, that's fun, huh? Isn't it? Well, they can read romantic books, and it's good, to daydream a bit here and there.
The Fae took a fancy to the kingdom, feeling totally at home here. They often play various pranks, but they never do any serious harm.
That's good, that's the deal.
Valdos and Teresia managed to restore the magic forest. Once freed of the anger of the Scythe Tree, people returned to the abandoned village, and it became a haven of friendship between the Fae and ordinary people, just like old times.
Oh, that's so nice to hear, and that's actually the whole vision, our vision for the kingdom, to be a place of friendship, where the worlds meet. Falkos and Teresia, it was the nymph, I think, and this satyr.
The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorum. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion.
Yeah, that would actually be a job for the Academy of Arts in Pitax. Yeah. Yeah, we have to have a word with the guildmaster over there. But that is actually, that was the idea. And these guys, the lizard folk, they are subjects of the kingdom, and they have the same rights as everybody.
A delegation of wizards from Absalom and other areas appeared in the kingdom one day, asking for permission to examine the lair of the Lich Farneris the Thoughtful. After completing their research, the wizards spent a long time thanking the king for freeing the world of that monster.
Well,
In
you're
their
welcome.
opinion, he'd been capable of causing the end of the world, maybe even 2 worlds.
Okay, well, that's what heroes do.
The Sweet Teeth departed on a journey, hoping to see as many wonders as possible of this world and others. They keep sending us news from every corner of the map. Their bright painted wagon, drawn by a bull mastodon, crisscrosses Golarion, somehow appearing in the center of one incredible story after another.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. So, I mean, Kalike, she found them a bit annoying, but they were Canera's friends and our friends as well, and I think they are pretty good adventurers. And I just loved this little mastodon they adopted.
Evindra settled down in the Tuskwater and visits the capital often. She became a friend to the people of the kingdom, helping them and teaching them how to treat the lake life with care. Parents allow their children to swim in the tusk water at any time, day or night, secure in the knowledge that she'll look out for them. After Nyrissa's curse was lifted, the maimed face of the last defaced sister began healing, little by little. She still keeps her distance from people, but she's always glad to see the king.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Yeah, she's really nice, and we are going to visit her regularly. And it's excellent. You know, swimming is a very important skill, because if you can swim, you can drown. Most of the time.
After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation.
Oh, why that?
He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands.
Oh.
But I suspect the inhabitants of Golarion haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished. The ancient artifacts gathered by the king built the foundation of a museum collection that has become famous even in far-off Absalom.
That's good to hear. I mean, we built a special museum just for these pieces. Yeah. I mean, I had thought that he would stay our magical advisor. But yeah, I mean, obviously he has other stuff to do, but he fulfilled his role, and it's great. Also to know that we have a friend like him.
Amiri remained a pariah to her native tribe, but she stayed close friends with Nylak, who ruled the Six Bears wisely and taught them to survive in the unfamiliar plains and cities. The restless barbarian would often travel for long stretches of time, but sooner or later she would always return to her old friends, bragging about new scars and recounting new feats, many of which Nylak immortalized in song. The Tiger Lords revered Amiri as a great hero, but she didn't stay chieftain for long. After all, she was much better at crushing skulls than giving orders.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, and that's the reason why we didn't make her the general. Because, I mean, she's cool and she's got a strong arm, but a general also needs other qualities. Don't tell her that I said this, yeah? But like talking.
Valerie stayed to serve the king, and to this day she continues to be a muse to many people. Not just bards and admirers, but to warriors as well. Honest and resilient, Valerie is not just famous for her feats in battle, but also for her patience and kindness, which she says the king helped her discover within herself.
Oh, that's so good to hear. If only she had found that a bit sooner, but still, yeah, it's good to hear that we have someone of this beauty in our kingdom and close by. It's always inspiring. Valerie, I'm glad you are serving us.
Harren became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the Five Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings.
That's good to hear, because he's a wise dwarf, yeah? And he's come a long way. And it's interesting that he puts on some armor now and doesn't wear his cloak anymore, so maybe he even stops with the necromancy.
Jaethal spent some time at the king's court, but she then left to do whatever it was her new goddess required. She must have become a great inquisitor for Pharasma, as no one would know the ways of the undead and Urgathoa's cultists as well as a former undead cultist would. She was also seen in the company of Salim Godafar. It's unlikely the two became friends, being so different from one another, but it's a known fact that they worked together.
Okay, so whoever this guy is, but I'm glad that we could convince her, yeah, to leave this undead path yeah, and serve Pharasma instead of Ugra Thor. Yeah, she is a great spy master.
Octavia didn't stay still for very long.
What?
Soon, she and Reg went to Numeria and started a huge slave rebellion there.
Oh, that's good to hear.
They didn't manage to destroy the Technic League, but to this day, slaves speak their names with admiration, and slavers with terror. Over the course of their journey, the two grew as close as ever, leaving their quarrels and resentments behind. After returning from Numeria, Octavia settled in her mother's house and became the king's advisor and loyal companion.
Oh yeah, that's nice to hear. That's really a great development. And I'm glad they had some problems in their relationship, but I'm glad we could help them overcome it, because we are an excellent trio. Yeah, and for this rebellion, no wonder that it was so successful. Because they had our backs, of course, yeah, and the resources, or maybe that's where the resources went. That's the reason we have problems with our royal coffers, but it's well invested.
Rigangar left for Numeria with Octavia to start a slave rebellion. Over the journey, he really matured and learned to understand others, as well as how to control his anger. After he returned, he took a position in the king's court. Being both formidable and charming, he inspired fear in the hearts of some and lust in others. There are even some rumors that he almost talked Octavia into marrying him, and possibly even continuing the Della Fiorni line.
That would be sweet. Yeah, it's great, buddy, to have you at our side. Rugonga is a really cool guy, and he came a long way, had a very bad background, and I'm really glad we could help him, develop in a positive way. And it's even greater to hear that things have improved even further with him.
Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the king's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever.
Oh no.
I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Deva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the stolen lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering.
I wouldn't like it if she erased his memory. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's happier there, because that's his being and his purpose, and he loves Sarenrae so much. But it's really hard to see a friend go, of course. But on the other hand, that's what friends are for, yeah. To help each other. Also, like, develop in the way that's best.
After the war ended, Ekin hung up his bow on the wall and traded the path of the ranger in for the craft of the carpenter. It may not be the most heroic ending to a tragic story like his, but as Torag is my witness, Ekin's happy with it, as is Alina, who became his wife and is bearing his child. Any baby born into this family will be pretty lucky, since the king himself still visits his old friend and will likely become the child's patron.
Yes, certainly we will be. Yeah, it's good to know, and I bet that from time to time he can do the ranger thing as well. And it's also good to have a reliable carpenter, yeah? It's very good to have creative abilities. And it's great that he could get past the grief for his family and start something new. Yeah, I'm really happy that we could help him overcome the sorrow. And it's great to see that he's actually doing good. It's great. He will always have his place in the kingdom.
Jubilost returned to the life of a traveling explorer, frequently visiting his favorite kingdom. He said so himself. His famous work studying the First World all opened with a dedication to his longtime companion, the King. Another name was also mentioned, 2Z, my guide and inspiration. Admirers would ask Jubilost many times about this mystery lady, but he would only chuckle, pitch his knapsack on his shoulder, and return to storm the vast expanses of the First World once again.
Yeah, I think that's really good for your bleaching. And I think, that she got the immortality that was good for her. Because otherwise, I guess as a ghost, she would have just vanished. So I think this was a great win-win situation. And this actually shows Jubilost's great character as well. So he's just... I even never really found him totally annoying or anything, but rather entertaining. And I think he's actually one of the most interesting and coolest persons in our party.
As for Knock Knock, apologies, I mean Hero Knock Knock, he continued his questionably heroic efforts in the Stolen Lands. Despite whatever mess he fell into, no matter the danger he leapt into, he always seemed to scrape through just a little better off than before. Like true heroes, he simply never gave up, struggling on and meeting the challenge of each new day with a spirit that no mishap or misfortune could ever quell.
That's great. So, despite his looks, he's really a great hero, and without him, we and especially we and Ragonga would never have had such a good time at the Goblin Festival. And I still have the Goblin music in my ears. Great to have, the more heroes we have, the better.
Kalika remained in the kingdom, though her desire to witness the world's wonders keeps driving her to take long journeys. But when she is home, she spends much of her spare time with her sister. They don't quarrel anymore, and have stopped dragging each other into trouble.
That's good to hear, and I always enjoy her company. It's nice hanging out with her.
Canera settled down in the capital and became a very busy entrepreneur.
That's nice.
It seems as though every hour is planned, meeting with rich merchants or inventors whose work she's promoting. But on her way home, she never fails to stop at the market to personally buy some sweets for her sister. Between Canera's business sense and Kalika's charm, they founded and successfully run not one, but 3 organizations. A trading house, a shelter for tiefling children, and a school of magic devoted to Nethys.
Oh, that's really great to hear. I didn't know they had this entrepreneurial skill and drive, but that's really great. Also, our kingdom is a place for magic, and especially with the gates to the first world here, it's great. It's all very great. I like that. Economy, social responsibility for the tiefling children, it's great. Magic, research, really great story with them.
Nyrissa and her beloved king live happily together, setting up the kingdom hand in hand. Their union somehow linked the unruliness of the First World with the order of material plane.
That's
Nyrissa
nice.
managed to bring forth the daring vision for which she had once been cursed, the creation of her dream country.
Nice.
Our kingdom is now a flourishing land, taking the best of both wild nature and structured civilization.
Great.
And our capital is an amazing garden city, which visitors from all over Golarion come to see.
I wouldn't want it to be any other way. It's great. That's exactly my vision, our vision for the kingdom. To be slightly chaotic, but also to have some structure in it. Being a place for all, it's really great. And a place for love, of course.
The author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname. I'm still here, inside my creation within the Capitol Library. I live just like I always dreamed, surrounded by people and books. And not a day goes by without someone turning my pages. My story inspired many others to take up the quill. My readers have written many fierce books, articles, and pamphlets, flinging truth in the faces of tyrants. What more could I dream of? I hope, honored reader, that this story offered you some daring ideas. Or at least some entertainment. In any case, it's time to set the final period.
Yeah, it's great. she's also a great hero and a very nice person. And it's also really great that she could, now she can follow her compassion as well. Yeah, for writing and stories, it's really great. More challenge, please. The stories end. So, there we go. There we go. So, let's look at the credits. So, that is really nice. That is really nice. I have to say this is a great game. Yeah, and I'm also, you know, I'm convinced that all these nice characters, they will live on now. Even after I personally, and this is now the end of my role-playing. You know, this will live on in a way, even after I stop playing this game. It's really great. So I'm really glad that all these guys, they backed the game and the creation of the game. And I'm glad they did, because I had tremendous fun. And having such a story-rich game, it was really nice. Yeah. And although the game has its weaknesses, of course, I think the positive things outweigh by far anything that's negative. Yeah, it's auto. Yeah, and the thing is, that's what I would like to say here, that it's really worthwhile playing this game. It was totally my cup of tea. And I see a positive development because I know that some of the people who made this game before worked on Pillars of Eternity, for example, and that one I'm still on it. It's not as good as Pathfinder Kingmaker, but I guess they got some experience there because, yeah, well, Pillars, it's just sitting there, and I kind of lost connection a bit. But with Pathfinder Kingmaker, it never happened. I really grew into all these characters, and there's not one character I disliked in any form. I found all the companion quests really nice, very, very nicely done and very nicely told. The total narrative, especially with this hidden and special ending with Narissa and us becoming a couple actually, and finding love. And finding out about this curse, that she's actually the victim, that was a great idea, and I didn't suspect it in the beginning at all. Yeah, so it was really nicely told, and a very nice surprise, and it's really cool to have played this. And I guess, well, of course there are a few things that could have been better. So like after the fourth act, I found that the whole momentum got lost a bit, but maybe because I was too efficient with doing the quest, because then I only had this kingdom management, and then it was more like reacting to these event cards, and then I was probably too perfectionist or too completionist, because I I have to admit that I also did some saving and reloading there, because I didn't know for what we needed the point. So, and that's another thing. Unfortunately, this whole kingdom management layer, there was not so much consequence to it, in my opinion. Yeah? I mean, the idea is totally great, and I loved it. But many things, like for example, I personally had golems, yeah, as guards in my city, but it would have been great to see them again, actually, like in this fight. So, and for such an epic game, I think this last battle was a bit subpar, I have to say, because like having this fetch quest now with 3 pieces, this could have been made much better. Yeah, we only had 2 different types of enemies there, like in our Ravage capital, and that would have been a good opportunity to have a much better climax, even just with some more stuff, like maybe the enemies rounding up some of our citizens, I don't know, to slaughter them or to sacrifice them or to use them as fuel for some ritual, or just to transform them or something. that could have spiced everything up. Also like a bigger fight. I mean, we spent a lot of time making friendships, having allies and stuff, and I mean, they were there doing their part a little bit in these ambushes, but it could have been much grander. And a game that does that much better was, in my opinion, Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, that has a really epic and very, very cool ending. I mean, hunting Darkspawn through the game, it was tremendous fun. At the same time, I can't recommend that game at all, I have to tell you guys, because I own the DVD and they basically blocked me out of the game and never reacted to my messages. Yeah, so they basically just took away my property, and that's not acceptable. So that's why I personally boycott the Dragon Age series, and you can't be treated like that. Yeah. That's why I can't really recommend, and I warn you of that. Yeah, I mean, if you have it via Steam, then it might be a difference, but I also remember that the professional game journalists didn't evaluate the later parts of the game so positively. But the first one as a game itself was really good, and the producers, they did a terrific job. It's a really great game in many, many regards, but it's totally messed up, like the whole package. So, but coming back to Pathfinder, yeah, so there would have been much more potential, I think. Yeah, and it would have been rather easy in my opinion, but maybe they needed to at some point just stop, yeah, and get the thing on the market. And but that's, yeah, I know that there were a lot of bugs in the beginning, but that's why I personally always wait. You guys, you know, the gamer waits, yeah. You just need to wait until a game is finished. As a player who pays money for a product, you are not in my opinion, you are not a bug hunter, yeah, an alpha tester or something. I mean, if you want to do it for free, voluntarily or something, that's your thing. But if I pay money for a game, then I would only do that to support something. So this game would have been very worthwhile to be supported. Yeah. And I did support others already, but yeah, sometimes you just miss the stuff, or you just don't have time, or your focus is somewhere else. But I'm really glad, and at this point I would like to thank all these guys. Now, as the credits are through, I wish to thank all the team, all these backers, all these guys who have made this project possible, because I had a good time. I mean, the game could have been shorter. I played like for 600 hours. And you need to ask yourself, of course, can I tell a story in a shorter, more efficient way? Do I need certain stuff? Yeah, like especially fetch quests. You can do them here and there, but a lot of in this game, in my opinion, like the traveling around the landscape, around the map, was oftentimes rather pointless and just took too much time away, like real time. Also, the whole buffing up situation, yeah. So that's why I reloaded the game, or saved it before the final fight. I nearly spent 1 hour to buff up everything, yeah, like with exchanging some items to have a longer spell duration and stuff like that. And there is a game that makes that one better. Of course, it's not as complex as Pathfinder, but it's called Expeditions Vikings, and that one is a good example, in my opinion, for a nicely balanced and pretty complex fighting and skill system, and it's really great, and you don't really feel like you miss anything, because there you also have different choices for playstyles, and at some point you have to think, okay, do I really need like 25 different classes or something, because there's always some overlapping, but at the same time I appreciate it because it's also maybe a matter of style. But I think this game, it overdid it a little bit, maybe, in that regard. Yeah, also like, as a player you want to be entertained. I personally, I love to get deep into the story, attached to the characters, and they certainly they did that. Yes, they were totally successful there, and that's why I personally count this one like as one of my most favorite games now, maybe or certainly or possibly the second place of all times. But it could have also been much better as well. Yeah. So, but in the end, nothing is ever perfect, and it's a great game, and I'm really thankful for playing it. Yeah. So now it's through. I believe that I will make another short video to explain a little bit more about the story that happened before, in case someone wants to watch it and didn't play the game and doesn't plan to. Yeah? But if you have watched this one so far and you plan to get this game and want to play it by yourself, I totally recommend it. I'm fairly sure that you will make much different decisions, even if you would play the same character that I did, because you and we are different persons. And all that will make for a different gaming experience. But this one I can totally recommend. So cheers, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, or you have any comments, please do comment, because I would like to exchange my thoughts as well about this game, or like about other things. And if you haven't done so, you're very welcome to sign up with the channel. See you hopefully in other projects. I'm going to play a couple of very nice games, and actually I only play really good games on this channel. Yeah? If I record it, then it's a game that is worth your time. So see you later, bye bye.